Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D Smith Let's Discuss. Man, in today's session, I want to talk about the black woman, the black female, and their anger towards the black male. A lot of females on TikTok are blaming the black male for old boy getting into the office. They blaming the black male, which is wild to me. Very interesting to me. A topic I thought I would bring up. I seen this video right here of this young lady in tears. So I put together a lot of TikTok reaction to black females going in on the black male. Let's go.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so fucking devastated behind an election. And it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men, and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother, homeboy, I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you. And he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro. These niggas are so fucking, they live on another planet. And it's because none of this shit affects men. That's why. Men don't give a fuck about nothing that don't directly affect them. If it does not directly affect men, they do not give a fuck. And motherfuckers hating women is the whole reason he got elected in the first place. The first time he got elected, he ran up against a woman. Second time he ran up against a man, and it wasn't even a good fucking candidate, and he lost. He ran up against a woman again, and he won, because y'all just fucking hate women. That's all it is. We couldn't even get a white lady in office. Of course they wouldn't go vote for no fucking black lady. And it's like, people just, either people don't give a fuck, or they're genuinely not grasping how fucked this shit is. And it's just like somebody commented on my last video when I was like, in the club, we all crying, talking about, oh, y'all are so dramatic. Dramatic? This is dramatic? Like, this is an extreme underreaction. Dramatic would be marching down to that fucking White House and burning that bitch down. That's dramatic. You don't want to see dramatic. This is nothing. Like, we are fucked. We're literally doomed for the next 4 years at the very least.
The way that black men are about to be the weakest link. Remember when it was
This lady called black men the weakest link. Oh my God.
that 52% of white women voted for Trump? It's about to be black men. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for black men not wanting a black woman in power. Black men talking about I don't want no black woman telling me what to do. Okay, but wasn't you raised by a black woman? Why are you scared of black women telling you what to do all of a sudden? Don't you live with your mama still? Oh, sorry, you live with your grandma. Don't your baby mom raise your kids? Don't your baby mom pay your bills? Don't your baby mom give you a car to drive? What's going on here? Don't you and your baby mom live with your mom? Talking about some black women can't run that. What are you talking about? Black women are historically the backbone of society. The way that black men...
She went in on black men. I gotta play that again, man. She went in.
Are about to be the weakest link. Remember when it was 52% of white women voted for Trump? It's about to be black men. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is for black men not wanting a black woman in power. Black men talking about I don't want no black woman telling me what to do. Okay, but wasn't you raised by a black woman? Why are you scared of black women telling you what to do all of a sudden? Don't you live with your mama still? Oh, sorry, you live with your grandma. Don't your baby mom raise your kids? Don't your baby mom pay your bills? Don't your baby mom give you a car to drive? What's going on here? Don't you and your baby mom live with your mom? Talking about some black women can't run that. What are you talking about? Black women are historically the backbone of society.
Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who by and large don't vote much differently from black women.
Advice to the white progressives, particularly white progressive That's not the same energy that people like Joy Reid and Obama and the B-dubs on The View had for black men prior to the election. Notice I said prior to the election. The election hadn't even occurred yet, and black men were already receiving the criticism. Now that the results are in, the election is over, Trump won. We've got all the results by demographic, by gender, this, and by state, and blah, blah, blah. And the energy is not the same. We know Becky didn't show up like y'all thought or expected. We know at this point that Enrique en masse said, if y'all don't take Mamala and them collard greens out the bathtub and get the hell out of here, we know this. And still, I don't see the energy. I want the same energy that y'all had for black men before the election. I want it for Becky and Enrique after.
Secret is out. I learned that misogyny and sexism is greater than racism in this country. I thank you, my Latino and black brothers, that rather choose a misogynistic, racist, sexual assaulter who's been convicted, Epstein partner. That means he likes little girls. You have a little girl? You would rather pick him, insurrectionist. I can go on and on, rather than to pick a woman who has served in every branch of this government and is more qualified than the loser, 6 bankruptcy having Donald Trump. Your ego has failed our country. Your ego has failed your family. Your ego has failed your wives, your daughters, and your granddaughters. Your ego, your papi chulo, your machismo, all of that, you put that before the love of your family and the love of your wife, because you do want wives to stay barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. You're the provider. You do agree. But don't you know he's going to deport you too? Don't you know he's going to take away overtime? Don't you know that he didn't even want to raise the minimum wage, and they're not? Don't you know they're going to get rid of all of the unions? Don't you know that your ignorance is destroying America? All because of your ego, for shame. And you want women to trust you when you make emotional decisions, and you say that women are too emotional. No, men, you made an emotional decision. And you picked someone who is weak and cowardly. And I guess birds of a feather flock together. And now everybody is going to have to reap the terrible consequences that your weakness has caused. So I thank you. And you probably...
Damn, she called black men weak.
We didn't even stay to the end of this video, because that's what cowards do.
5% of black women came together last night and decided that we was going to support one black woman. 95% of us came together to support one black woman. So if 95% of us can come together to support one black woman, 95% of us can come together to support all black women. Like, it really just opened my eyes to know that as a community, we don't need nobody else. We literally can change the trajectory of our own lives as black women. 95% of us supporting one cause can move mountains. We don't really need nobody to campaign for us. We don't need nobody to represent us. We 95% repping ourselves. 95% of us can come together for one cause. We can come together to change our children's lives, our families' lives, because 95% of us think the same. Make the same decisions. Come together in solidarity to make sure something happens. Regardless of the outcome, 95% of us stood 10 toes down and supported our counterpart. 95% of us. So I say that to say, if 95% of us is willing to support one black woman, 95% of us can support the majority of black women. We can decide to build our own communities. We can raise our own funds. We can select our own leaders. We can change the lives of our children in our own hands, on our own time. We would love the support of a black man. We want you if you want to come. But if you fickle and don't know what to do, 95% of us do. We know what to do. That just proved to me that, as we all know, black women don't need nobody else. We always only had ourselves. So all we got to do is get it. Who representing? Who's starting the cause? Because I guarantee you, as long as a black woman got breath in her body, if you tell her she got to pay some dues to change the life of her kids and her grandchildren for a future, if she got to pay a couple dollars every month to make sure a program exists where her child is safe, 95% of black women are going to do it. What we going to do? We could create our own communities. We could live within our own community.
The black man is catching heat for everything. Now the black man is to blame for the election loss. Can't win, can't win, can't win. Right or wrong, drop a comment.
We invite black men too, but you got to be ready to be down with 95% black woman. I'm so proud of us.
Let me say this. Do we want blue bracelets? Absolutely not. But black women, do we want y'all to shut up a little bit? Because y'all not going to do nothing. Y'all not going to be standing on business with what y'all going to do. Y'all is the same people like, I could never homeschool my kid. I just don't have the patience. It's so much that y'all don't do for y'all community on a regular basis. Today is going to be the day that y'all change. Please go to hell in a handbasket. Because going back to Starbucks ain't gonna solve now problem that y'all have. Are y'all dumb in the head? Are y'all dense? Like, do y'all really have bricks for brains? What is going back to Starbucks going to do? I need y'all to shut the fuck up if y'all don't have nothing smart to say. Honestly, y'all really starting to everybody feel some type of way. Everybody saw the electoral college map and said, oh my God, America is really not for us. Also, like, y'all been knew that. Y'all knew that America wasn't for us when they didn't give us our reparations. Y'all knew that America wasn't for us when they bombed Tulsa. Y'all knew that America wasn't for us when they flooded Oscarville. Y'all knew that America wasn't for us over and 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 over again. Still, y'all chose to sit up at home. And places like Louisiana, early voting records showed that black people really did not turn out to them polls. I don't care what y'all said. I don't care how excited y'all was by the DNC. I don't care how many black girl joy shirts y'all wore. Y'all stayed at home. Y'all didn't go vote. 100% yes, voter suppression is real. Electoral fraud is absolutely real. But what is also real is that y'all stayed at home. Y'all decided not to vote. Like, well, now that we're in a bit of a pickle dick, let's start using our brain. Let's start, like, being so fucking for real.
60% of Latino voted for Trump, maldito lambone toito. Y'all are all ass kissers, y'all fucking prejudiced and racist motherfuckers. This is why I consider myself Afro-Latina, not Latina, because I'm not like none of y'all fucking 60%. None of y'all. Y'all can all go to fucking hell. Ojalá se mueran todito azaroso. Y'all all prejudiced, racista todito, mamahuevo. Oh.
God damn. I gotta play that again, man.
60% of Latino voted for Trump, maldito lambone toito. Y'all are all ass kissers, y'all fucking prejudiced and racist motherfuckers. This is why I consider myself Afro-Latina, not Latina, because I'm not like none of y'all fucking 60%. None of y'all. Y'all can all go to fucking hell. Ojalá se mueran todito azaroso. Y'all all prejudiced, racista todito, mamahuevo. Oh.
That's crazy. Dear black woman, it's not our fault. It's not the black man's fault. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Let's discuss. I'm out of here.